So let me explain how fibroids can turn cancerous, okay? And thank you for your comment. And yes, when we talk about the actual fibroid, right, a lot of doctors will say that they are benign, that fibroids are non-cancerous. That's the half truth. Let me explain why. And it's important for you to know this. And like I said in the other video, right, what you don't know can kill you. So it's important for women to know this information, okay? Fibroids, issues like fibroids, endometriosis, ovarian cysts, these are reproductive health issues. These are one of the root causes are estrogen dominance. I need you guys to research more about that, right? So when our bodies are estrogen dominant, right, that means that our elimination organs are overloaded. Waste is recirculating in our body, right? Our body's in a compromised state. Fibroids, like I always say, is a full body issue. So the body is in an unhealthy state when we have fibroids, when we have endometriosis. Your body's in a state of stress, it's inflamed. This environment is attractive to cancer. So when we are estrogen dominant, which you are if you have fibroids, right? This is making the risk of, there's estrogen dominant cancers. So the risk of contracting those cancers are higher than the average person without fibroids, without endometriosis, without estrogen dominance. So what are some estrogen dominant cancers? And you guys, studies confirm this. Uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer, endometrial cancer. Women that have these cancers previously have dealt with things like fibroids or heavy bleeding or ovarian cyst or PCOS, estrogen dominant conditions. So when you don't get to the root cause of these issues, the risk is higher for certain more serious issues, including things such more serious cancers, estrogen dominant cancers. I have to continuously say this because the rates for these cancers in women are going up, are skyrocketing. Women, I'm talking about women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s especially, right? We already know women in their 60s and 70s, but also women that are younger are being diagnosed with this at astronomical rates. And these women have previously dealt with fibroids or cysts, and nobody's putting it together. Thank God there's somebody told me there's one doctor, and I did look at her content, that actually also says this. Thank God, one person, right? Because other doctors are not mentioning this because they're not taught this, because they don't understand the root causes of anything. They're not taught the root causes. They're just taught to diagnose and to prescribe surgery. But guess what? The surgery does not get to the root cause of the problem. So you're still estrogen dominant. So hopefully, I need y'all to understand me, because again, these issues are leading to more serious issues. Fibroids are precursors to more serious health issues if you don't get to the root cause of the problem. Women's health as a collective, and I'm talking about globally, right, is in trouble. Women's health is so bad, worse than it's ever been. Worse than it's ever been. In 2025, where we have all of these medical advancements, it's worse than it's ever been. Women's womb health are literally in the toilet, are horrible, horrible. So it's important that you understand. You can't just sit on be okay and, the fibroids are non-cancerous. No. Do the research. What you don't know can kill you. And if you're relying on your doctor, I'm sorry. That's not sufficient enough. They don't go deep enough, okay? And this is why when women are working with me, not only are they dissolving their fibroid, not only are they getting to the root cause of the problem, they're eliminating any risk factor, right, for more serious health issues. Estrogen, they're getting their body out of the estrogen dominant state, because guess what? This is resolvable. Nobody should be, being diagnosed with certain like cancers like uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, breast cancer. These things are reversible. These things are avoidable. These things are avoidable. Let me say that again. I know people are going to, whenever you mention the C word, it's like a trigger for people. They're avoidable, okay? But you have to understand how the body works. If you're dealing with fibroids, that lymphatic system is congested. When that lymphatic system is congested, that is an issue. This is a system in the body that doctors don't even mention. That's your body's sewage system. We have to do more research. This is why the third leading cause of death is literally medical errors. Y'all can't rely on what your doctor tells you anymore. You have to do further research, okay? So So I say all that to say, for those that are interested in working with me, my 6-week womb healing experience is open, and we start on Monday. Okay, our pre-holiday round. Get your body, not only do you want to dissolve your shrink and dissolve your fibroids, you want to get your body out of this state of estrogen dominance. You want to restore your hormonal balance. So not only can all of your symptoms dissolve and you can have a life, but also too, so your body's not recirculating waste. Your body's not in a compromised state, that you're at your optimum level of health, right? Not even just physically, also mentally. So if you're interested in learning more about our 6-week womb healing experience, we literally start in 3 days. The link is in my bio, okay? But for you to just think that you're like, fibroids is not a big deal, we have to listen. All of these women are being diagnosed with cancers, have previously had fibroids. Y'all be careful.